It's your girl Brandy Michelle coming at you with a review on College Hill Celebrity Edition. So before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and after you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you do not miss a single new upload. Okay, so first of all, I just want to start this off by saying I'm mad at y'all. Why am I mad? Because y'all knew this show was out and ain't nobody tell me. Like, I don't really do reality shows like that anymore because a lot of that stuff, believe it or not, it affects your spirit. What you surround yourself with, it can definitely seep in if you're not careful. So I kind of cut off a lot of reality shows. I maybe watch less than 5. But when this one popped up on my app, like I was like, okay, there's something new. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on with this. So I just wanted to give my take on this. Yeah. So here we go. Now this is College Hill Celebrity Edition. If you remember College Hill from back in the day, it showcased college students and their HBCU experiences. This used to be a really cool show back in the day. I was obsessed. I'm pretty sure everybody was obsessed. If you watched BET back then, seeing this on the screen was like a real big thing. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, this might be kind of cool. I'm going to check it out. So this is my take on College Hill Celebrity Edition, Season 1, Episode 1, Welcome to College. Ready? All right, here we go. So for starters, the first person to show up. Oh, wait, before we go there, this was actually filmed at TSU, Texas Southern University. I was shocked. I don't know why, but I was. Because for some reason it seems like when they do these big shows, I've never heard of them doing anything at Texas Southern. It's mostly Southern, Grambling. Come on, give me something. Anything in Georgia, stuff like that. So to see Texas Southern on TV, I thought it was real nice. Okay, so the first person to arrive for their HBCU college experience is Nene. Yes, my Nene boo. My Sagittarian sis, Lanethea, is back on the screen, and I am here for all of it, okay? Because I miss my good sis. So when she pulled up, I already knew what it was. I already knew what time it was. She was going to bring the energy. She was going to bring the drama. Because, I mean, let's be real. My sis knows how to play up for the camera. So when I saw her, I was like, yes, Lanethea. Yes, Miss Nene Leaks. You better come through with the blue. Okay? So Lamar Odom rolled up next. I guess we need a mix of all things on reality shows, but I don't know. This one kind of threw me. He gave his little intro about him being a basketball player back in the day, and he mentioned his beautiful ex-wife Chloe, where as we can see, even after all these years, even though she's all wrapped up in somebody else who ain't really wrapped up in her, he's still all wrapped up in her, and it's just like, okay, he definitely still wants that old thing back, and he's not making it a secret. Okay, so while they're doing the whole getting to know each other thing, you know how they do on these shows when the people roll up, oh, hey, it's you, how you doing, bada, do the daughter. So they do all that. And then Nene says when Lamar came to her lounge, he left and was asking for a kiss, or he wanted a kiss or something like that. Now, in my mind, it could have just been like, okay, well, give me a kiss, I'm about to go. Or it could have, I don't know what it was, but I thought that was kind of random for her to just throw that out there like that. But I mean, like I said earlier, my good sis is good for TV. So I think she knew what she was doing when she said that. Next person to roll up, Ray J. Yes, Ray J, because baby, if there's a check to be gotten, you already know. He pulling up and he's ready to get it. And I mean, you can't deny, like, I mean, he does some weird crazy stuff, but the dude is good for TV. So I can see why, they had him on here. And I was looking at the credits at the end because I wanted to see if maybe he was on there as a producer. I wouldn't be surprised if he is, because I mean, he's about his paper. So Dreamdoll comes up next. And believe it or not, like when she first rolled up, I had no idea who this little chick was. I was like, okay, y'all say this show is Celebrity Edition, right? Who this is in this car? Where's she going? What's she doing? She rolling up to the wrong house? Who this? So, really, when I first looked at her, I thought it was Lotto. What her name? Miss Lotto. That little girl. That lady big little girl who be doing that stuff, making that music. I thought that was her. But then when I saw who it was, I was like, oh, that's who that is. I'm sorry, but I still feel a wave from way back yonder when she came on Bad Girls Club. Y'all know that that's where she was at first. I'm pretty sure y'all do, because y'all smart people. Y'all know what's going on. So when I saw it was her, I still felt a wave because of how she did this little girl back in the day when she was on Bad Girls Club and kicked the girl in the back and all that, and she was like a real all-out bully. I wasn't really feeling her. So to see her on the thing, I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I know it was years ago and people changed, but I ain't forget, bro. Next, Slim Thug, aka Big Slim, aka Latoya Luckett's ex, aka I already know he's gonna be thirsty, because he gives off those vibes like he's parched. And as the episode wore on, I see that I was right in my assumption. So he shows up. And let's see. He goes in, he's introducing himself to everybody. And he sees Lamar and he's like, oh yeah, I know who you are. And he goes to Nene, does the same thing. And Nene hits him with the, and you are. And when I tell you, I about fell out. Because homegirl was like, I don't know no Big Slim. I only know Slim Jim. Who that boy is? And so that was just how that went. But I mean, it was just hilarious to me. So once he sees Dream, it's like he almost melted into a puddle child. When he saw her, he was just like so up in love because he saw her. And, you know, he made mention of saying he might have been all up in her comments and all up in her DMs. But I mean, we already knew that because I could already see the thirst was real with this one. And he actually had the nerve to go and delete the thing before she can go and see what it was. I bet it was some kind of weird stalkerish. Just, it's probably a good thing he did delete it for his sake. Then he had the nerve to call himself Sugar Daddy Slim. Sir, don't say that ever again in life. Please. So Big Freedia rolls up. Queen of Bounce. New Orleans has arrived. Like, what more needs to be said, right? India Love comes next, and no shade, but why? I was like, was it just a certain number of people that y'all needed, and so y'all just started pulling random folks? Because I can count a couple of other people that y'all probably could have picked. I just thought it was random. Because I don't even hear much about her no more. But then again, I don't really follow that social media stuff like I used to. But I just thought it was random. But I mean, I guess she needs all kinds for a reality show like this. So yeah. And then, drum roll please, the final person to arrive. Miss Black History Month should be canceled. Stacey Dash rolls in like she's ready for a whole rodeo with her cowboy hat that's as big as her mouth that should be closed when she says the most nonsensical of things. But yeah, so as soon as she rolls up, I mean, the energy in the room shifted because why wouldn't it? This woman had said some stuff by melanated folks. I mean, did y'all really think she was going to be welcomed with open arms? But then again, y'all knew what y'all was doing. That's why y'all cast that lady. You wanted drama and you wanted ratings. I see you, BT. I see you. And to think, like, I really loved her back in the day, like in Clueless. I wanted to dress like her. I wanted to be like her, like all that. But you know what? Scratch that. I actually wanted to dress and be like Dion, her character. Like, Stacey is a bird. Like, Lil Miss get rid of Black History Month, BET Awards, Black Licorice, Black Beans, Black anything black. Like, I just can't do her. I can't. It's just, but yeah, anyway. So when she gets there, her whole energy is just saying, I don't want to be here. She makes no secret about it. And she says she's not used to living in a house with other people, yet you signed up for a show where you would be living in a house with other people. Make it make sense, boo. Okay, now, I mean, as much as I don't care for her ways or whatever, when everyone goes in the room and they're kind of mingling, getting to know one another, she's off to the side and just sitting in the seat chilling. Now, I know for me, when I'm in a new situation or I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of new people, I tend to shut down. I'm not a extrovert by any means. I'm more introverted in my ways. And it could be my anxiety, or it could just be me feeding off of vibes and feeling the room. But that's just what I do when I'm not comfortable. I retreat within myself, and I know it can be read in different ways, and it is what it is. But in her case, I don't even think it was that. I think with her, it was just, she was on pins and needles because she just thought somebody was going to be like, so what you had said about all that stuff you had said when you said what you said? So she was like real spooked. And that's why she was sitting there like, oh, really won't be around these folks, you know. But whatever. So the group starts playing games and Stacey's over there chilling on the sidelines, like, for real, like, why am I here? Was all this really worth it? Will my check even clear? So all of a sudden she just gets up and leaves. And Nene is like, oh no, she didn't. Oh no, that is a rude duck. Okay, my girl, they sound like that. But you know, that's how she felt. So the group continues to get to know one another or whatever. And Reggie, out of the blue, when they went outside or whatever, he starts talking about school needs me. What can they teach me? I could probably teach them. And I'm just like, Brandy, if you don't come get your brother, because I could already see he about to be a problem. So now we flash to the first day of school. They heading to school. Boy, I think they went sprinters if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's pretty bomb for like the first day of school. I mean, my first day of school, if I'm not mistaken, I rode a bus. But then again, I'm not a celebrity, but whatever. So Lamar mentions that, in his confessional, he didn't take the necessary steps to help him repair his cognitive damage after all his, health episodes. And you can kind of tell, because I noticed, like, when he's talking, he's staring up, or it's like it takes him a long time to get his thoughts together, and you can kind of see, like, it's some stuff going on, and he's just hoping that he can do well and focus in school. And believe it or not, I'm rooting for him. I hope that he can really pull everything off. So all of a sudden, on the way to school, Nene comes up with, should we have a house, Mom? Nah, ma'am. Nah, Nene girl. Now you know you my homie and you my big sis in my head. But you just a little bossy Sagittarius. I know because I am one. And baby, y'all definitely don't need no house mama. Everybody in there is big grown. And they can handle themselves, and Big Freedia said it best. Everybody was grown, and I definitely agree with that one. So, again, I just want to say I love how they showed TSU in a whole new light, because I've been living in Texas for, let me see, almost 17 years, and I've seen TSU, and when I saw TSU, it ain't look like the TSU that they showed on there. I don't know if they done some upgrades or whatever, but it looked nice. I mean, just looking at that, I wanted to go sign up and take me a couple classes. I was like, yes, come through TSU. You better come through with your come through self. So the band and the dance team greeted them. I thought that was really cool. They go and get a pep talk from the president. I'm telling you, bro, I was like so close to going on their website and registering for school. Like, it wasn't even funny. Like, I wanted to be there. Like, the energy was just infectious. So they started looking for clubs to join. And Latoya Lucky's ex talking about he want to be a part of whatever club Dream is in. Like, sir, you're like 70. That young woman is not stunting you, player. Like, can you not? Like, you just reek of desperation, and it's not a good look, boo. So Stacey joins the dance team. Yeah, we're gonna see how that one goes. And so they meet with their advisors. The advisor is giving them a rundown of everything they've signed up for. The advisor is saying, when you're done with the experience, you're going to get a certificate of completion. You get new classes every week. You're expected to do the work just like the average student. We don't care how many commas you got in your bank account. We don't care how many followers you got on the gram. You going to do this work or you going to get up out of here. Okay, they ain't say all that last stuff, but I'm there to kind of feel like they wanted to say that, but they were trying to keep it cute because they were on camera. So that first class is African American Studies, which I figure should be interesting given one of the individuals in the group. I think we know which one I'm talking about. So the professor asks, does everybody in here identify as black? Stacey says loud and proud that she is black and Mexican. Homegirl said, don't play with her. I don't identify as black. I am black and Mexican, okay? So, the professor starts with the finish the sentence, black folk edition kind of thing, I guess, to kind of break the ice. Mama said, come home. You finished it? Yeah. Before the street lights come on. Close my door and don't let the good out. See, y'all know this stuff because y'all know what's up. Stacey was sitting there twitching and Harlem shaking in her seat like she had never heard any of this ever in her life. Like she had never, ever heard this stuff right here. Which I kind of sort of find it hard to believe, but then again, stranger things have happened. So we now cut to business marketing class with Dr. Cooley. Just her energy from jump, I'm telling you, man, CSU probably gonna get me before this season is over. And I'm like 85 years old, and I'm not trying to deal with nobody's food, but I'm telling you, like, the black excellence is just amazing to see. Like, just her energy from jump, it really made me want to sign up and register for her class. Like, it really did. So she starts introducing, what marketing a brand or whatever it is. Before the lady is finished with her sentence, Brandon's brother interjects talking about, like, whatever he was talking about. I don't care how many businesses you have, how many brands you've built, which I'm pretty sure weren't built on your own. Some people helped you. In this setting, she's the teacher. You are the student. Like, get it together, grasshopper. Like, she's the captain of the ship. You gotta chill out. And at the end of the day, it's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? So after a couple rounds of back and forth, which made me want to jump through the TV and slap some sense into him, he storms out pouting like the overgrown man child he can be. He comes back because clearly production was like, if you want these binges, you better get back in there. You hear me? So he came back in there and finished doing what he was supposed to do. So they're given their assignment to come up with a product that's not on the market, and then later on they have to present it to the class. So poor little India, she's sitting up there like not understanding anything that's going on. I'm not even sure she knew what day of the week it was. Like, sis was really looking lost. Like, she reminded me of myself my freshman year of college when I used to be in math class. It would seem like everybody would get the problem and everything on the first try, the first explanation, and I'd be sitting there like a polar bear in a winter storm. Like, I didn't even know what was going on. I'd just be sitting there but too afraid to raise my hand. That's how she was looking. She really truly looked lost, and I kind of felt for her. So then we get into how they're supposed to be dressed for the presentation, and the teacher explains that you need to be dressed, business appropriate, business attire. And so she looks at Dream and she like, nah, boo boo, you surely not about to come up in here showing all your goodies. Okay, she didn't say it that way, but her eyes said it like, nah, you not about to be coming up in here showing off your Instagram fits. It ain't gonna happen. Not up in here. Okay. So Dreamdoll is like, but this is business attire. This is a suit. Ma'am, if she would have sneezed, that handkerchief of a suit would have come clean off. That looks like something a Barbie could have worn, like an actual Barbie. And yet she thought it was appropriate. These people are, yeah. Anywho, so Stacey stays for dance practice while everybody else goes home. Ray J's like, yeah, she want to hang with the dance team, but she don't want to hang with us. Come on, Ray, now you know why she don't want to hang with y'all, baby. But anyway, so she doesn't want to be around anyone. She goes to dance practice and she practices her dance because that's what you do at dance practice. You practice dancing. So the captain of the dance team tells her that they have a big game this Saturday and they want her to be a part of the 1 minute dance. Stacey's all, oh my gosh, I haven't done this in so long. Girl, stop being dramatical. Like, you're at a dance practice. What you think you was gonna do? Just sit on the sidelines and not perform? Girl, don't play with me. So, after all this, everybody's home. The group is hanging out together, and yet again, once Stacey gets home, she doesn't want to hang around anyone. Surprise, surprise. So Dream goes to talk to her, and they try to get her to join them. I don't know. But, maybe it's just me, but all this running after her and trying to get her to join people, like, I'm not about to run after nobody. It's like, you either want to hang out with us or you don't. If she want to stay up in that room, and she want to be cooped up in there, in the dark, with a candle, and nothing else, like, leave her alone. She don't want to hang with y'all. Y'all just go hang and do y'all thing and just leave her be. Because all this running behind her and begging her to chill with y'all, and goodness, just leave her alone. Ugh. I'm drained and it's like only the first episode. Like, bruh. So Lamar and Ray J have their little one-on-one because they're sharing the same room. And Lamar says he had 12 strokes and 6 heart attacks. Now, I knew he went through some stuff, like a whole lot of other stuff that I'm not going to say, but if you Google, I'm pretty sure you can know the other stuff that he went through. Like, for real, the fact that he's even able to tell the stuff he went through, he's like legit a walking, talking miracle. And I had no idea he had been through that much. So, like, for real, I'm really rooting for him in this whole experience. So the next day, Stacey shows up early for dance practice. You get 2 points. Go you. So I'm thinking she about to like break out into the best dance step ever. I'm thinking she about to kill it with the 2 steps and the whoop-de-woos and all that. But that ain't what had happened. That ain't what had happened at all. What had happened was she started doing the routine wrong. And the captain was like, nah, that ain't it. So you were supposed to come here and it was already supposed to be done. So Stacey thought, there was no time. I mean, you stay holed up in your room, not being bothered with anybody. You would think you had nothing but time to prepare for a 1 minute routine. Like, you not really mingling or doing nothing with anybody else. What you mean you ain't have no time? You ain't have nothing but time. You ain't have time, but you sure got excuses. Yeah. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a viewer. So Stacey wants to do the routine, but she wants to do it slower. And the captain is like, nah, we did it slow yesterday. Then she's all, if you're gonna talk to me like this, then I'm just not gonna do it. And the captain is like trying to explain to her, like, you know, I mean, we short on time. We got to get this thing done. And all of a sudden, the Bronx come out of her and she's like, yo. And I said, whoa. Stacey? That was you? Girl, I ain't know you still had a yo up in you. I mean, it kind of made me giggle a little bit, because I mean, her voice even got a little deep and everything. She said that, yo, with her chest. She was serious. And she was like, I'm not 18. Give me respect. It almost seemed like she was practicing for, a drama. But I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. So the sis came back with, you should have given me some respect by practicing. She said that, and I was with her. So Stacey says she's done ballet and not hip-hop. And she didn't think it would be this hard. Now, don't you think, if you haven't done something before, you would dedicate more time to that thing since you haven't done it before, as opposed to not even trying and then coming up in there talking about you didn't have time? I don't, bruh, yeah, so, whatever, girl. So now, we zoom to they're having a house meeting. Because by this time, everybody pretty much sick of Stacey. Because she just stay up in her room, she don't deal with nobody, and they just feel like they need to have house rules. So Ray J and Nene are over this house meeting. Ray J gives a little speech saying we need to get some rules in place, wobble wobble whoop the whoop. Nene takes over, and basically she's just saying, Stacey, like, we just feel that, with you being in the room by yourself, you're not mingling with anybody, and it would be better if you had a roommate. That way you could open up more and people can get to know you. And Stacey's like, no. So y'all just come up with whatever, and y'all just do whatever, and y'all just think that y'all could just throw me up out my room. Y'all not gonna throw me up out my room, because that's my room, and I done already unpacked, and I ain't going nowhere. So what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna pull me out my room, drag me out my room, because that's the only thing I'm leaving out my room. Okay, all that didn't happen. But I mean, that would have been cool if it did, if she had given a little more oomph to do, So she was just like, nah, y'all just come up with any little thought in y'all head, and, y'all don't really have no rhyme or reason. Ray J was like, but Nene gave you a reason. She kind of explained it to you. I mean, it probably wasn't what she wanted to hear, and she tuned it out, but yeah. So, Nene does a vote, and she asks who wants to do a room swap. Who's all for room swap? The only people who aren't in favor are the people with their own rooms, which is Stacey and Latoya Luckett's ex. So, they were saying, you know what? We're going to change these rooms tonight, so you might as well get ready. And Stacey's all, oh, no. I'm not switching rooms. That ain't happening. I don't care what y'all saying. I'm not changing rooms. I'm not going to be doing this every week. And so Ray J was like, well, if we have house rules, then everybody has to abide by the rules, and you can get the fudge sickle out. Baby, when he dropped that F-bomb, it's like Stacey was like, oh no, you will not curse at me. And Ray J was like, I didn't curse at you. I'm a grown-up. That's how I curse. Which I thought was kind of weird, because just because you're a grown-up, it don't mean you have to use those colorful words, because there's a lot of people that are grown-ups that don't use those words. So I'm not sure why he equated foul language with being a grown-up. But I mean, it's a lot of things he does that I don't really understand. But anyway, so he was like, well, I didn't curse at you. I was just saying. And she was like, no, you will not curse at me. I'm not going to take this. And she starts walking off, and he's like, but I didn't curse at anybody. I was just saying. She had already walked off. And then he was like, oh yeah, she gone. And then that's what had happened. And I was like, child, this is the life of the first episode. My whole impression on this whole thing. Y'all got a pretty interesting cast here. This is gonna be a hot mess from start to finish, but I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I think that I kind of understand the castmates when they're saying, like, if we're in this experience together and it's all about, the actual HBCU experience, we need to try to get to know each other, because for the simple fact you signed up for this. This wasn't a solo thingy that you were doing by yourself. They actually wanted you to mingle, and the fact that you keep separating yourself, not even trying to get to know people, I probably feel some kind of way too. Because, I mean, if she was that, I don't know, that apprehensive about being around other folks, then she probably shouldn't have signed up. And maybe they could have had somebody else there who really wanted to be there and could have, you know, really enjoyed themselves and really immersed themselves in the experience. But I mean, hey, with these things, they don't want stuff like that. You gotta have some kind of drama, some kind of thing for ratings. You gotta have somebody to be up there where people be like, oh, why they did that? I can't stand that person. They knew what they were doing putting on there. Because I mean, hey, it's working. Because look, I'm talking about it. So, will I be tuning in for the rest of the season? Yes, I will. I will be there. And you know what? I will bring you with me because I'll be doing a review on each and every episode, no matter how much some of the castmates may irritate me. So I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. And let me know, I mean, have you all seen this? Have you all been watching it? Because I think it just started. I'm not too sure. But yeah, let me know if you watched it. Let me know who your favorite castmate is. Let me know who you want to go. Let me know who you would have had on there in place of someone else. I mean, just talk to me, baby. Okay, and you know what? I'll catch y'all in the next video. Alright, peace.